Okay, we wanted to give you an update on developments with the coronavirus. Here in New York, we had 12 cases that were investigated. 11 of the 12 turned out to be negative. One person is reported to have the coronavirus here in New York City.
Still testing.
Still tested. So the one person is still being tested.
Yes.
So 11 have been negative. The one is still being tested.
Procedures were outlined for at all airports. We have been working closely with the Federal Centers for Disease Control and with Custom and Border Protection to implement the required procedures. And those procedures are effective as of 5 p.m. today. After that point, nonstop flights from mainland China will only be permitted to land at 7 airports, and John F. Kennedy International is one of those airports. The guidance has also been clarified to be clear that it allows planes that are currently in the air from mainland China to land at any airport. 2 nonstop flights from mainland China were scheduled to land at Kennedy this evening, and both of those flights have actually been canceled. We are in close touch with the airlines to understand what their plans are going forward.
So we've been through situations like this before. We're very proactive.
Those screening protocols are as follows. First, no foreign nationals, non-U.S. citizens who have had contact with mainland China in the past 14 days will be permitted by the federal government to enter the United States. Second, U.S. citizens who have been to Hubei province, which is the center of the virus outbreak, in the last 14 days will be subject to mandatory quarantine. If those U.S. citizens who have been in Hubei province within the last 14 days are symptomatic, those travelers will be immediately transported to Bellevue or to Jamaica hospitals. For U.S. citizens who have been to Hubei province within the last 14 days but are not symptomatic, they will be subject to a mandatory 14-day quarantine, and they will also be transported off airport to the quarantine facility.
Where are they taken in the state? Do we know?
Well, the city health department has identified several sites close to the airport where non-symptomatic arrivals at John F. Kennedy Airport will be taken.
There is no reason to panic. There's no reason to have an inordinate amount of fear about this situation. There are different viruses that develop on an ongoing basis. Okay, thank you very much.